Whoa, what's going on here? What are you doing, mate?
Oh, we're checking the valves, inlet exhaust.
Checking the valve clearance. Okay, so that's the, is that the inlet or the exhaust side?
That's the inlet side.
Inlet, okay.
So that sits at between 2.2 and 0.3, but set at 0.25.
So what's fitting in there so far?
We're seeing between 0.2 and 0.25 at the moment on the inlet.
So it's that good. Yep. And this is a 380k engine. Yep. Hey everybody, this is where I say generally, don't risk contamination to your injectors. To check valve clearances every 40,000 k's by the book. It's going to cost you a lot of money in labour. It's unnecessary, and it's probably going to cause contamination to your injectors depending who's working on your car. The time to check valve clearance is when you're doing injectors, and that's why that's happening now. We've got a number of videos on checking valve clearances and lots of information in each one of those. So if you search our channel, checking valve clearances or valve clearances, what's fitting in there at the moment? What was that one?
0.203.
0.203. So that's basically your 0.2.
Yep.
So there must be one that's about 0.23 or something next one.
0.228.
While you're finding that one, I'm going to go and have a look at these injectors you just pulled out. These are the injectors, confirmed originals, as I've said in other videos. Might be hard to see, but when you see that stamp and see that white paint, so it's like a 10 or something on there, it could rub off easily. There's other ways to tell serial number and whatever, but that's a bit of a complicated code. So that one, if you rub it too hard, it's pretty much, that's rubbed. You can see it there, but it's rubbed off. So somebody has them out and they clean them up and reseat them or something like that, doing valve clearance checks, and they wipe that really firm, that could just come off. Or if you're using a rag that's got some cleaning fluid left on it, degreaser, brake cleaner, carby cleaner, it'll just gone. But rest assured, I've checked the dates. These are built in 2007. We're now in 2026, so they have been keeping this 1 kd FTV running for nearly 20 years. So don't talk to me about crap injectors. If you say the words crap injectors or crap pistons, obviously you're an absolute fool. You need to change your perspective and start watching more of these videos. So that one you were just checking, what was it, about 0.23 you reckon?
0.23.
Yeah, right. Have you checked the back one yet? On the inlet?
Just back it. No, I'm doing this
not yet. Okay, so all these three have been all about 0.23 sort of area.
Yep.
Which is perfect. That's great. And what are you seeing on the exhaust side?
Around that 0.35 or just under 0.35.
Just under, so 0.33 type.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite common. You'll see 0.33, 0.30, everybody, and not something to be concerned about. If you've got one of these engines, you might want to subscribe, turn the bell on, and make sure you get the right info before you make the wrong decision. Who you let work on your vehicle and who tells you that you need to adjust your valve clearances, because it's going to be big work, big expense, and it might end up worse than it was before. Nothing wrong with how this car was running. It's a testament to how good these engines, fuel systems and pistons really are. But if you use them hard and you don't have the maintenance 100% and get everything right, there's always a chance that you're going to end up with the only possible problem these Pradas and Hiluxes really have, and that is they can end up with a cracked piston. Although rare, it is possible, and we know all the ways to avoid it. Okay, so that's what, 3.0 there?
That's 3.04.
So that's really maximum by specification.
Yep.
So I'm going to give some common sense information here that a lot of people, you know, if it went to the mechanic, the mechanic say he did what you're doing, so you're the mechanic at the moment, right? I took it down to the mechanic. Now, what's fitting in there and what's tight and what's going on at that one?
That's firm at 330.
3.3 is firm, but it fits.
Yeah.
So technically that's out of spec. That's a larger gap, right?
Yeah.
Than what it's meant to be. So the mechanic is going to ring you and say, hey mate, your inlet valve clearance is out of spec, it's 0.33. To be honest, the only way it can really be like that is this vehicle's been worked on before. Someone's probably had the injectors out. That's why it didn't have, people are wondering why the injector seats aren't leaking. Probably been changed before. Someone's probably maybe had the cams out, adjusted the valves. This is all assumptions and guesses. How long you guys had the car? Since not that long?
12 months, 15 months.
So it's done a heap of Ks and a heap of life and a heap of servicing at other places before it got to use, or whoever owns the car, you know what I mean, whatever. Not your car, but you know what I mean. It's got a history. Who knows who worked on it? What I'm saying is we see valve clearances a little bit over and a little bit under. Hey, the car was running fine before, wasn't it?
Yeah, not noisy.
It's got no issues at all. So why would we worry about it? We know they close up. It was probably a bit tight being number 4, because we know number 4 is normally the tightest, right?
Yep.
So because of that's where the soot goes in, the dry abrasive soot, you know, early on, and that's when it all happens at the start. Somebody's probably checked the valve clearances, done a nice job and sold someone a valve clearance adjustment. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Opened the valves right up, kind of not quite got it right, because how else can they open up? That's what I've got to ask everyone. Now, there is another way they can open up, and I'm going to put it out there, and this is why doing this is inaccurate now, because what we should have done, we've done this on purpose, right? These videos, they're for people that listen, right? So I've just put that scenario out there that someone could have adjusted, maybe no one's adjusted it. What I always say in videos, everybody, and you know, check the valve clearances before you do any cleaning. As soon as you get the injectors out, before anything drops in, when you pull the manifold off, before you clean the ports and anything like that, don't do that until you check the valve clearances. Now on this one, we've cleaned the ports on purpose to prove a point. We probably should have checked the valve clearances before and after, so then we'd know, because often this is what happens. You clean the ports, a bit of stuff falls in and ends up underneath the valves, and that's going to hold the valve open, right? So picture that, everybody. The valve here, it's further down than it should be, because there's a bit of grit underneath the valve down around there. I'll go around the other side in a minute, which leaves a bigger gap between the cam and the top of the valve, which is what we're checking.
Yeah, we have cleaned those ports.
Exactly, that's it. Yeah, that's the whole point. So if you want to get the accurate reading on the valves, and it's not always accurate, that's the other thing to take into account. Check them before you pull the manifold, or before you clean the ports at least, is the way to do it. But it's not a big deal, because we know these valve clearances, they'll be sweet anyway. And if someone's worked on it and they're a little bit open, it's a non-issue as well. But I'm saying a little bit of soot. If we wanted to overcome this, we could put the battery back in, we could crank it over, it wouldn't start, the valves would stomp out that bit of soot under the valve, and then we check it again, and it'd probably be more like where it would normally be. Anyway, there's some info for you and things to think about. We did it this way so that you can go, oh, right, oh, yeah, okay, cool. From just around this side, just to show everybody, I mean, I don't know if everybody knows what a valve in an engine, kind of what it looks like. So the top of the valve is right there in the middle of the picture, right? Hard to, you know, yeah. Like, you know, the bucket or the lifter, it's sitting on top of the valve. That's the gap we're measuring. And the stem goes down in the head to the other side of the head down here, where the valve seats. So if the valve's open and a bit of muck goes in these holes, right? I've got the light on you, I have, haven't I? That's all right. You can sort of see down in there. See that stem, everybody? Yeah, oh God, it's all good, mate. See that stem there? Right at the bottom of that is where the valve seats in the head on the valve seats. And if the valve was open and a bit of stuff went in there in the cleaning process, and then we're turning the engine over, checking valves, that could have been one of the open ones, which we know at the moment it's closed, but it's open, it was pointing down, right? So there's a good chance some debris could have got under there, and that could have caused the problem. So two things could have caused the problem: people or cleaning process, because there's nothing else we've ever seen on these engines that makes the valve clearances open, unless you've got some really weird thing. I couldn't even think of what could make the valve can't get bigger, the valve seat can't get bigger. That's what pushes it down. So that's what it'll be debris, or someone's worked on it, either. Don't worry about it. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. This is not a how to do your injectors video. This is a whole bunch of information for free. If you do want to do your own injectors, save some money, get it done right, you can contact me for an injector kit. If you're in Australia, please follow the Proto Hospital Facebook page for all the information. And there's a whole playlist on our YouTube channel called How to Buy My Kits. If you want to see more about this, stay tuned. There's another video coming straight after this one. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.